Legends Season 2, including a new battle pass, first details on ranked mode, and the official reveal of the newest legend, Watson. I'm Greg Miller here at EA Play, where gamers are getting a chance to test drive the newest legend right now. Stick around, because up next we've got Julia Hardy and Adam Freeman giving us the dirty details on Battlefield 5, including looks at a ton of new maps, exciting updates, and details on a new theater of war. All that's moments away, so keep it locked.
Esse cara aí é o mais animado do bagulho. Boa tarde, galera. Quem tá aí na live aí. Obrigado aí. Já vai começar aqui a divulgação do Battlefield 5. Salve aí, Thiago. Cara, eu acho muito foda o Insurgency. Muito, muito. Eu tenho no PC, já joguei aqui. Eu acho animal, cara, a pegada do Insurgency. É um jogo um pouco mais tático. A munição, né, as balas em si matam muito mais rápido. É praticamente hit kill. Salve aí, Leuri. Fala aí, Robinalta. Eu gosto pra caralho do Insurgency. Saindo pra nós aqui do Xbox, com certeza eu vou pegar, cara, porque vale a pena. É um jogo muito maneiro. Olha aí. Eu também tô esperando bastante Breakpoint. Inclusive saiu um trailer novo aí que eu vou fazer uns comentários a mais sobre.
Welcome to the Battlefield 5 show, live from EA Play in Hollywood. Let's hear it! I'm Julia Hardy, and today we've got a ton of new info on some of the great updates coming to Battlefield 5 in 2019. But don't just take my word for it. My co-host, he reads all of your tweets, and I do actually mean all of them. It's a little bit creepy and weird. Battlefield Community Manager Adam Freeman. What have you got for us, Freeman?
Oh, thanks, Julia. Now, I may be a member of the Battlefield team, but as you know, I'm a fan. I know you guys are a fan too, and you're going to love what we've got to you today. So, over the next half hour, we're going to be bringing you content that's coming to you over the next few minutes. We've heard what you want, so today you're getting your first look at a ton of new multiplayer maps. Features we know you've been screaming out for, and the arrival of a new theater of war that's coming to Battlefield 5 this fall.
Olha os mapas novos.
When Chapter 4 Define the Odds drops, it's bringing so much cool stuff. So let's get to it. Over to you, Julia.
Thanks, Adam. That's right. Let's wait no longer and tear the plastic off our first new map, Marita. Let's check it out.
Aí, Marita aí.
The Battle of Greece continues. On the Marita map, Allied forces are making a last stand to halt the Axis army sweeping through the region. You'll deploy on a sloping mountain ridge and within the tight streets of a rural town.
É, viu que a porrada vai comer nessa cidadezinha aí. Salve aí, Val.
The road down into the village is crucial, and you must fight to hold here or risk losing control of the region. You'll always have tactical choices nearby, with a close proximity to other key locations, so keep an eye out for them. Marita is an infantry-focused map, where all four soldier classes will be able to shine. Tanks and aircraft will stand aside for intense infantry gunfights and sneaky flanks in the cobbled streets. Hills and multi-story homes means unique vertical gameplay. Stay alert in this steep environment as the Battle of Greece rages on.
Para quem estava se perguntando, o mapa é voltado para infantaria, hein? Marita.
To help give us even more details on Marita, please welcome Ryan MacArthur from DICE. Yeah. So thanks for coming out, Ryan. So obviously, Marita looks amazing. What was the map's
Olha, a nova
inspiration?
engine do COD tá prometendo, hein,
the
Thiago?
team in LA that put this together, and they built the Mercury map that everyone saw earlier this month. And so they really wanted to continue that story of the Battle of Greece, which is a bit of an unknown story, new to me as well, as you learn about this
Boa
stuff.
tarde,
So
Matheus.
it's really cool. It's sort of set on the Albanian-Greece border,
Galera,
sort of
deixa
in the
like na
mountains there,
live aí pra
where the
fortalecer.
Axis power sort of started to push into Greece during the war.
Puder
And it's sort
acompanhar lá na
of set
Twitch
above the
também.
clouds in this nice little quiet, well, I guess what used to be quiet village before,
Not anymore.
before these guys all show up. And it's quite a different experience than Mercury, and it's sort of a totally different style of gameplay that you would have seen in the game before.
So what kind of gameplay are we talking about? What's happening?
Well, so this is going to be a heavily infantry-focused map. So as Mr. Battlefield likes to put it, this is total creative chaos. So you're just going to see
I
some
love that.
absolute... Oh.
Creative chaos. Yeah.
So what we get there is just head-on, just collisions in the middle of this
Eu tô
map.
muito
And
ansioso pro
it's sort of
5 contra 5
what we
não,
tried to
cara.
do with
Porque
all the new
eu
maps
vou
we've
querer
created,
ver,
spending a
mas
lot of time to
eu
figure
prefiro
out
mais
how do
os
we make each one of them
64
different. So when players go
jogadores,
in and
mapa
play one of
grande
these
e
new
tal.
maps, it sort of has a different feel than the ones they've played before to sort of create that different experience for them. So this one has,
Devo trazer alguma coisa assim, Thiago.
I guess for lack of a better way to put it, is sort of a banana shape to it. And that
If
banana
you like
shape
their
sort of,
fruit.
well, I think fruit's important when you're doing game design, I think, obviously. And so the shape gives you sort of a variety of different play styles and sort of
Boa
creates
tarde,
these sort of
Adriano.
narrow channels for people to just run head on into each other, which really creates that chaos that is Battlefield. But it
That's
gives...
what we want, though. That's what we want, that kind of chaos. But most importantly, we need to know, like, we could talk all days, but when can we get our hands on it? That's what we want to know, right?
Yeah, and I think the great thing for this is coming in July as part of Chapter 4, so stay tuned. And I think some people are going to get to play it while they're here today.
Ooh, lucky you. All right, Freeman, who's we've stuck up there for no other reason than, well,
Marita.
my own entertainment, has more on Chapter 4 for you. Over to you, Freeman.
I'm up here PTFOing. I don't know what you're giving out to me, Julia. Listen,
Acho
we
que a previsão
have
do Marita é
more
junho, se não me
maps.
engano.
So let's deliver a brand new one to you. This is Al Sundan. It's coming in Chapter 4.
The fight moves to the North African desert in a vast new map for Battlefield 5.
Al Sundan.
Al Sundan. Prepare to engage alongside a lush desert coast and
Esse mapa tem na
contrasting harsh
campanha.
environments.
É muito bonito.
Axis forces have militarized the area with camps, a radar tower, and an airbase. You must fight over possession of these critical points. In Al Sundan, we've taken the vista used in a single-player war story under no flag and doubled down on air and land vehicle combat. With this, the location has been optimized for all-out multiplayer action. On this open map, it's up to you to shape the fight. With large distances, vehicle-based team play, and battles across ranges, you'll always have plenty of choices.
Fala aí, Ricky.
Make good use of this sandbox to secure the win. Utilize vehicles, mounted guns, planes, and transports. Capture the strategic airfield to dominate the sky, or engage in fast-paced infantry battles in tight interior areas. Al Sundan is classic Battlefield. We can't wait to let you play it.
O mapa clássico de Battlefield, que eles querem dizer é o seguinte: 64 jogadores, com veículos
Yeah.
e tal, onde
That's amazing. So obviously Al Sundan
foco
was
maior é
adapted
dado aos
from
veículos,
under
mas
no flag.
também
So tell us a
haverá
little bit
situações de
about what that
combate de
process
infantaria.
was like.
Yeah, so usually, when the guys,
Como sempre
when the
tem,
team
né?
sort of focus on building these war stories, they want to create these nice narrative, linear experiences and sort of that really tell the story of World War II. But with Under No Fly, they sort of took a little bit of a different approach to this and sort of made this big, wide open experience. And that showed a
Mapa
lot of
grande.
the potential from a multiplayer perspective as well. So when we finished the game originally, the team wanted to sort of sit down and
Eu quero
sort of
100
a small group
jogadores
of
no
them and take a shot
Battlefield.
at turning this
ser
into
foda.
what could be an amazing Battlefield map.
wide.
It's huge. This
very
is a really
wide.
big map. This is your sort of classic Battlefield sandbox
Yeah.
map. This is where you're going to see, tanks and planes and infantry and all of that together in sort of what is truly Battlefield. It's sort of built for that open world gameplay with, depending on no matter how you want to play, there's something there for you.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And so how do I kind of, adjust my strategy? Because obviously it's such a wide map. Like, what am I doing?
Well, I think if you look at it, there's room for all different play styles. So there's 6 flags on this when you're playing Conquest, and you can see here, even if you can see from the videos here, you've got, when you go into the village, it's all about infantry play and speed and flanking through the things. And the bridge in the middle, it's all about, sort of controlling that with infantry gameplay. And I think Mr. Battlefield the other day decided to just sit there with his tank and destroy me. But
It's just something that he likes to do.
he's kind of mean, but
Oh.
he's not mean. He's super nice. But
No, but most importantly, I mean, again, we could go on and on and on. We're tight for time because there's so much to get through. We've got so many announcements. When can we get our hands fans on Al Sandan.
But so this is the first map that we're going to come in with Chapter 4. So June 27th, this is going to be available day 1, Chapter 4 for everybody.
Nice, nice. Now, we've got a couple more surprises to come, but before we get into all that, let's take a look at what's coming in August towards the end of
27
Chapter
de
4.
junho, no início do capítulo 4.
Get up close
Nossa,
and
Dan.
personal. With Chapter 4 defying the odds, new and intense close-quarter maps are coming to Battlefield 5. By popular demand, we're bringing more maps to players craving tighter types of multiplayer, specially tailored for intimate infantry combat. The new battlefields will challenge your squad in unique ways.
Mais mapa de infantaria. Falei que esse mapa
Teamwork,
sem
skill,
infantaria.
and adaptation are your keys to victory.
Ilhas Lofoten.
Fight through an explosives production facility in Lofoten Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies. And prepare to learn more about these new battlefields later in the year.
Mapa focado todo em infantaria, hein, galera. Aí sim, hein.
Now, to help us break down these new maps, Ryan and I are joined by Mr. Battlefield himself, Lars Gustafsson.
Mr. Battlefield,
I
tá
don't know if you
bom.
made that up yourself. But oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place
Right,
up there.
you're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind everywhere.
But we can all understand why that
Oh, yeah,
happens.
that's true.
Do you want to take
Faltando
over this
lateral
one?
aí, hein,
Sure.
sangue
Don't mind if I do?
Yeah, go for it.
Lars, these are very different then to the two maps we've already
Faltando
shown so
lateral
far
esquerda
today.
aí.
Tell us about.
They are. I mean, taking a step back, we've been closely monitoring how players engage in Tides of War, and no surprise, I mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a Battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication in the smaller modes, like Squad Conquest, for example, which really become a success. And with that in mind, then we've, together with the DICE LA studio, they've been going at it, tailoring maps that are specially made for smaller modes. And as such, being able to give that, you know, the close quarter feeling, the tight, what you say, the intimate combat.
Intimate infantry combat.
Oh, yeah, we need that on a T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
I mean, what kind of the sort of like key strategies then when you're playing
But
close quarters on this map?
you know, as we see with these smaller game modes, I mean, the key to this is just really good team play, really good squad play, and so you know, sticking together and not leaving anybody behind, like Mr. Freeman over here, unless he's
But I mean,
not
what if you
being-
want to leave him behind? Can you?
Then it's acceptable. I think.
Estão focados
Because I
ali,
would.
segundo eles,
It's two beautiful
They'd
maps.
just be a spinning
tiveram
number plate.
influência dos
As you saw, Lofoten,
os combates um pouco
Serenity,
menores, tipo os
beautiful
Small
Nordic
Conquest, para fazer os
countryside,
mapas
but then kind
de
of ripped
close
open
quarters,
with
close combat.
gunfire and everything amongst villas and factory equipment. And then Provence, you know,
Yeah.
I plan to take my wife there, you know, pastilles on the square.
Stop
But-
destroying places you want to take your family. It's
Okay,
weird.
I'll take Ryan.
Yeah, take him instead and then go to
But
town.
it's beautiful cobblestones, you know, lots of good flanking routes, and it's the smaller maps
Apareceu o nome
really
dela
allows
aí,
you
sei lá, nem
to
vi.
master every inch of it. So it's really about, you know, knowing your battlefield.
I mean, again, we could go on and on to talk about all of these maps, but we've got one more map to show off, and I want to make sure we have time to get through it. But first, Lars, you've brought with him some news about some kind of core gameplay updates we know that you've all been waiting for. So you're excited about this one.
Lars, you know how much time I'm spending online. Like,
I mean,
I am working.
just Battlefield, or let's not delve.
Big community features we've announced this month. Increase the max rank. Private games. Let's talk max rank. What can you tell
Let's
us?
talk max rank.
Max
We
rank.
do know, and it's been loudly made to us, our kind of awareness that there are players out there too skilled who maxed out on rank 50 too quickly. So we've taken that to heart, and we've now taken the max rank from 50 to 500. So it's quite a leap.
Yeah.
Toma
And
rank aí.
it's
Battlefield 500 now.
truly a journey for our players to go on, moving forward.
And it's a grind train, but what are people getting if they're on it?
Yeah, what are we getting?
We're all in it. You know, we want the goodies. So to start with, already from rank 51, you will be granted company coins for every rank up. But then at every, we call them milestone ranks, you know, every 50th rank, you will get one shiny new rank icon to show off your skills, and also a beautiful set of dog tags. So lots of ways of showing off your mastery on your journey
Tá
towards,
falando do
you know,
ranking
that the
Agora
world
que vai
domination.
foi levado, né? Agora a gente vai poder chegar a tal.
August
No
is the
ranking maior
time.
é sobre
So
recompensa
it's
de
almost
cada
there.
ranking, a gente vai
Almost
ganhar
So world
Company
domination for
Coins,
Lars by
XP,
Yeah,
Dog
sorry, I wondered if we were
Tag.
talking about world
Tudo
domination
a gente já
when
sabia.
that was happening, but oh, all right.
Private games then. The other massive thing that we know players want. What we got?
Yes. I mean, another one that's our lovely community have been vocal about. And previously, for those of you who've been with Battlefield, it was called RSP, the Rented Server Program. But now we're shifting over to private games.
Programa
And what
de
it
aluguel.
means, the beautiful thing with it is, the baseline package that comes out is free for everyone that plays Battlefield 5. So a beautiful package. It's there to let you set up your servers and kind of create your experiences, whether you want to capture or, you know, play with your friends. And Freeman, you can play with us, for sure.
Thanks.
You can sit with them. And obviously, you know, you love getting
Tudo
all
que a
that
gente já
community feedback,
sabia
so
também.
hit him up, Mr.
Jogos
Battlefield at
privados, o primeiro
AOL.com,
pacote, né?
and
Que é para você
let him
configurar o
know.
básico do
Well, just
servidor.
saying, yeah.
É
Well,
de
that is the thing,
graça,
though.
agora a gente
Like,
tem
we're
que
not
ver
finished.
qual
We're
é
done, right?
que vai ser o
No,
pago.
exactly.
Isso aí
It's
ninguém
coming
falou.
in, let's see,
September?
September, yeah.
And at
Setembro.
that time, I mean, we want you to dive on it, set up your servers, play it, and give us feedback. Since this is kind of just the beginning of the journey with the private games, we want to hear what did we do right and where should we shape up and take it an extra notch. So
At
be with us
AOL.com,
and be
yeah.
candid.
Okay, well, Lars, don't tell Ryan, but you know you're my favourite for this. Thank you very much for it.
Do I still get
We've got
number
more
two?
though, Julia. We've got more.
You're almost.
Well, it's just going to get a bit weird and fighty up here in a minute. Well, as promised, we've got one more Battlefield map to show you. It's called Operation Underground. Lars, Ryan, talk us through what we're about to see. Yes, let's have a look.
Well, this is the ultimate definition of a passion project. So Inge Göran, the original designer for Operation Metro, when we finished Battlefield 5 and shipped it, he wanted to do something that he just was truly invested in. So he kind of went down and he sat down and he came back with what was Operation Underground. And when he showed it to the team, we knew we just had to make this. And I think Lars is sort of being part of that journey in the beginning. I mean, you know how much this meant to the
Redesenhada a
team.
partir do mapa
Yeah,
metrô.
I mean, I was there when we started to build the maps for Battlefield 3. And early on, it was kind of a brainstorm. I still remember it was tons of images on the wall. We challenged the team to, you know, where do you want to fight? Everything from subway to shopping mall to God knows everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the team started, or someone smart, not me, apparently, said, do I only get to pick one?
Yeah.
So they started to pick a number of them, and I think Inge then chose 3 of them, which was the park, the subway, and kind of the bank area in the city.
Brainstorming na
Kind of
construção do
team
Battlefield
tapas.
3,
I
como
mean,
é que
you
eles
don't want one
foram
meal, you
escolhendo
want
para fazer os
3
mapas.
lots of meals all in
More
one
is
meal.
always better, yeah.
Right?
Cada colocava a sua
So
ideia,
you can
onde
see
vocês
when you
querem
see kind
lutar.
of spinning behind us here, you can see the true inspiration, but what Inge Göran and the talented crew with him has done is to kind of take at heart the feedback from the original Metro and started to provide especially a lot of flanking routes so
vai
that
ser
you can kind of
diferente.
move around and be smart about it. And
Deve
tons of
vai lembrar em alguns
easy to spot
aspectos,
ones, but also the
Everyone
most
loves
sneaky
the
ones.
mas é um mapa que foi
Yeah,
totalmente reconstruído e refeito.
Sneaky,
High on the
sneaky
menu.
flank.
I mean, I think as you look at it, like this is not Metro remastered. This is, as the guys look at it, sort of reimagined. And I think you've got a bunch of
Viu?
different
Não é
diverse areas. You've
remaster,
got
nada disso. Foi
big open
mapa
courtyards,
que
you
é
know, street
baseado no
level
metrô e
and
ele
narrow
foi
streets. And you go
redesenhado,
down
ele foi
into where you see
refeito.
in the video here where the subway cars are and into the sub basements.
Vi,
And
Bruno, vi
you're
sim.
going to find a whole bunch of different things and different ways to play and different styles. And I know the guys have a few surprises in there as well that I think the community is really going to enjoy when they get there.
So when do we get it?
That's
When
the
do we
big
play?
question for today. It's just when,
When?
You have to wait a
and
bit.
when.
October, between chapter 4 and 5.
Yeah, and I think this is the one the team is really excited about as well. So,
Yeah,
so
it's-
I know I can't wait for October
No, no,
either.
it's-
So.
I have a cracking time
Como é
playing
que tá a live
playtest.
pra vocês,
I'm
tá
so
ok?
looking forward for everyone else getting to play it too.
Metrô em
and everything else
outubro.
that's on these new maps.
Oh, yeah,
Amazing
but
map.
those aren't the only surprises. This is the problem. We've got too much to get through. Just like, stop talking. We've got so many
É,
surprises
mapa
for you.
feito.
So today
Não podia
we're
ser
giving you never
reaproveitado.
before seen details on Battlefield 5's Chapter 5.
Here's a little look at what the team's been working on.
Capítulo 5, hein? Japão, Estados Unidos.
A timeless theater of war, a new vision. Prepare to deploy to the Pacific.
Nossa.
The team at DICE are hard at work creating an iconic World War II experience.
Nossa, é isso. Olha que
Releasing this
foda.
fall with
Olha
Chapter
a arte
5
e
of
conceito, né?
Battlefield 5. As the US and Japan enter the fight,
Puta que
you'll
pariu,
clash across
isso é muito
several
foda.
battlefields, including a modern take on an absolute classic, Iwo Jima. Since Battlefield began, the Pacific Theater has been part of its DNA. Now, we're crafting the ultimate reimagining of the conflict. By capturing real-life environments and using the power of Frostbite, we're bringing you the Pacific realized with today's capabilities and technology. Take part in the US invasions as their unstoppable forces charge inland towards unwavering Japanese defenses. Use new amphibious units to pummel the war-ridden shores and an expanded arsenal to bring
Olha a
your
bara aí.
squad to victory. We have a lot more to share about the Pacific and how it will evolve Battlefield 5 later in the year. Stay tuned.
Okay, most importantly, you went on like a bunch of like research trips. Like, let's find out more about that. Oh, let's set the net one in Tahiti. Yeah. No, sorry.
It's hard work. I know, it's amazing how many people are willing to make that extra effort to go to Hawaii in January in Stockholm.
Yeah.
So it's quite impressive. We really appreciate the team putting in that work.
Oh yeah, taking one for the
But
team,
obviously,
definitely.
I mean, this is the big new addition to Battlefield 5. So going back, new theater of war in the Pacific. I mean, this is a homecoming for Lars. I mean,
Isso aí
not
vai
Iwo Jima
mudar a
itself,
cara
but
do
the
Battlefield
development of
5
it.
completamente.
I remember my childhood.
Pode anotar aí.
Where the beard come from?
Yeah, 1,000 yards. Yeah.
No, but jokes aside, it's having been with Battlefield all through the journey, it's really where it all started. Battlefield 1942, the Pacific Theater, and already when we started to talk about this game, the journey through the Second World War, everyone came up and kind of, when do we go to the Pacific? So this is the time. It feels like a homecoming. 1942, Battlefield 1943. We've been there before, but this is in a new way.
And I think the great thing, I mean, we hear a lot from the community, and I know, we have these discussions. You've got, where are my U.S. forces? Where's my Japanese army? And getting to sit here in LA today and tell everybody that it's coming. Chapter 5, you're going to get those things. You're going to see some familiar places like Iwo Jima. We've got 2 other maps coming with that, so 3 maps coming with the initial package of the Pacific in Chapter
Nice.
5.
Oh, que beleza.
Some ones I think people are going to be really happy
3
with. What they're
mapas
gonna see.
inicialmente no
I just say it's
lançamento
something
do
that you can hear from the
capítulo
ping
5.
in the trailer.
Ping.
Some iconic weapons and things as well.
My Garand, it's coming, right? Yes.
We're living for the ping, so I mean, we wouldn't go to Iwo Jima without kind of the weaponry and the hardware. So bringing tons of iconic weapons, gadgets, and also, after all, it's Battlefield. So of course, there will be a new set of vehicles, and we want to take that extra step and kind of start giving you the boats, fulfilling that sandbox of land, air, and sea. And the team has focused hard on capturing kind of that invasion experience. I mean, it was very much about island hopping during the war. So capturing the invasion experience and the amphibious
Isso aí vai ser
warfare. So
interessante. Eles
there's
estão
tons
trabalhando
of new stuff
na experiência
and
de
new
invasão,
gameplay to
né?
look forward to.
And
Quando os
beautiful
americanos
locations that you
chegaram às
ultimately
ilhas do Pacífico.
destroy beyond recognition.
Well,
how we
Lars
do
and
it.
Ryan, thank you both very much for joining us.
So if you've lost track of all of these brand new Battlefield announcements, I don't blame you, because honestly there was quite a lot. So do you want to give us a little bit of a recap there, Freeman? I'll leave that on your capable shoulders.
Okay, I'm back up the balcony if they...
Yeah, go on, get up there.
Right, okay. Okay, we've got a load more multiplayer maps then coming in 2019. That starts with Al Sundan on June 27th, followed by Marita in July. We're bringing a brand new theatre of war to Battlefield 5, the Pacific. That's releasing this fall. We're also bringing features we've heard the community ask for, an increase in max rank from 50 to 500, and private games. Also, one final announcement. Starting today, you can play Battlefield 5 in the EA and Origin Access Vault, and through EA Access on PlayStation 4 when it launches next month. Is that everything?
I think that pretty much covers it. I guess you can
mapas
probably
serão
stay down here with
depois
the,
do
on the
advento de
adults
Pearl
table,
Harbor.
whatever.
Então não vai ter, eu acho que não terá Pearl Harbor.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks. That's the Battlefield show.
Até
Yeah,
porque
I'm
se passa
Julia
no
Hardy.
Pacífico, acho que vai
And
ser...
if you're in the Los
Ele fala
Angeles area, be
justamente
sure to come and
na...
visit us in person
Ele
at
focou
EA
muito em
Play.
explicar que o
Goodbye.
time de desenvolvimento está focado na parte de invasão. Eles querem que os jogadores tenham total imersão na parte de invasão dos americanos chegando nas ilhas do Pacífico. Ele focou bem nisso. Então, o que a gente viu aí? A gente vai ter agora em junho, se não me engano, dia 27, Al Saddam. Em agosto, em julho, Marita. Setembro, programa de servidores privados, né? Que vai ser o jogos privados. Outubro, Metro Operation Underground, que é um mapa que foi construído pro Battlefield 5, baseado no metrô do Battlefield 3. Vai ter similaridade, a gente vai olhar assim, essa parte lembra aquela e tal, mas foi um mapa que foi refeito pro Battlefield 5, e eu acho isso interessante, não ficar sempre pegando e tentando fazer algo em cima, e reconstruir. Eles pegaram e fizeram o mapa, não é nada remasterizado, o mapa foi refeito. E como eles falam no capítulo 5, Fall é outono, né? É outono? É outono lá. Creio eu que novembro, assim, novembro, início de dezembro, bem no início de dezembro vai começar a ter alguma coisa a mais, ou até mesmo o lançamento do capítulo 5 com os americanos, japoneses e tal. E ele falou que, a princípio, o pack inicial, né, com o lançamento, vão vir com 3 mapas do capítulo 5, isso é muito bom. E galera, mostrou a barra ali, né? Não sei se vocês viram. Ou seja, quem tava querendo a barra, eu tava sentindo falta da barra, agora a gente já sabe que ela vai vir. Então, esperar pra ver, né? O que esse cara tá falando aí? Ih, parou. Esse travamento é lá, galera. Daqui a pouco volta.
Then we delivered Gnosis, where the Clone Wars.
Sure.
We delivered a bunch of new prequel heroes and villains that our players really enjoyed. And then finally we wrapped it up with delivering a new way to play PvP with Capital Supremacy. It's a mode where you capture command posts and take out capital ships. And our community is really happy. It's growing every month.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me yesterday during rehearsals, right? Is the fact that the community is getting bigger, right? They're responding to the changes and you're listening to them.
Yeah. No, this is the perfect time to join. It's, you know, like our subreddit is full of love, and it's just a joy to be working for them.
So you've already announced some new stuff this week. What is it?
Yeah, so yesterday we announced to the core community that we'll be delivering for this month. Capital Supremacy is coming to the planet of Naboo, the city of Theed, so urban combat is finally getting to be experienced in that mode, and we're also introducing 2 new reinforcements, the Separatist Droideka, which we've been teasing for a long while, so happy to finally have that one coming. And to combat that, for the Republic, we're introducing a new vehicle, the TX-130 tank, to finally bring the fight to the Separatist Alliance.
Bring balance, right?
Bring balance, for sure.
You also announced some new skins. What are those?
Yeah, so new appearances are coming. A couple of new clone battalions, and headlined by the General Skywalker appearance for Anakin, the famous outfit that he wore during the early days of the Clone Wars in the TV show.
Bom, enfim.
And that's my thing, Dennis. You talk about...
Falando de Star Wars, aí outras coisas, falou alguma coisa do BF também, enfim. Mas nada de interessante. E uma coisa também que não rolou, que eu achei que fosse rolar, foi alguma coisa referente do 5 contra 5. Não falaram nada, né? Nenhuma palavra. Tudo que foi dito foi coisas que nós já estávamos sabendo praticamente, né? Que já saiu aí alguns dias atrás aí. Bom, é isso aí, rapaziada. Isso aí foi o que nós tivemos que está por vir no Battlefield 5. Acho que não teve muita novidade. Tudo a gente já estava mais ou menos sabendo o que ia acontecer, com algumas datas, meses, né, de lançamento. Só a única data foi de El Saddam, que vai ser em junho. E é isso aí, aguardar para ver. Beleza? Bom, galera, eu vou terminando por aqui. Ele tá falando só de Star Wars aqui agora. Eu vou terminando por aqui. Acho que esse cara é desenvolvedor da DICE, sei lá, do Community Manager, sei lá, o que porra não. EA Challenge, como é que é? EA Changes, acho que é algum, sei lá. Então, assim, é o que tem pra hoje, foi o que foi anunciado. E vamos aguardar e ver o que vai vir por aí. A gente já sabia de muita coisa, então não teve muita novidade. Eu achei que eles iam falar do X5, não falaram, mas vamos ver. De repente na E3 a gente fica sabendo de mais alguma coisa, beleza? Então, se curtiu aí, deixa aquele like, compartilha aí com a galera. Se não for inscrito no canal, se inscreve aí para ver mais vídeos como esse, mais coberturas como essa, digamos assim. E é isso, tamo junto. FIFA, não interessa. Um abraço, valeu! Fui!